It's Week 17 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Saints and the Bucs, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin on this final day of 2023, New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boon. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024.
And I'll be one of those, trying to get it going in January, trying to get my physical fitness on. But first, we've got a game to get on here. Two teams trying to finish strong before they turn the calendar. And on the flight home, I'll be finalizing my resolution list as well.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years. And right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr going to throw right away. There's Chris Olave. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
And he's got this down to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Carr will try it again on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Tryon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joe Tryon drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Holding, receiving team.
Come on, now.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. From the gun, here's Smith. Rolling to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From his goal line here, Smith being chased out left. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. taking on the midfield logo. Fights off the defender, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a play fake. Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Carr. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So a player's shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct? But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. Too far, it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 36. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 16 carries, 54 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're...
Touchdown, Saints! Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll try the air now with Smith. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So a long drive, 11 plays all told, but in the end, they come away with nothing.
And what can you do from an offensive standpoint except pat your kicker on the head and say, get them next time?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Carr going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Ethan Evans on down to punt. And he fields it cleanly. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that'll be incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Again, Smith. Over the middle, he finds, and it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Saints offense going to head out. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. But looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The final shot here before break. Smith. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Adam Thielen, a touchdown catch in that first half. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Pushing his way through. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Throwing his car on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7. Now it's Smith. Flushed out right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. White diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Kamara up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Carr to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And the Saints first down.
Now Carr. Going right back to Wilson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Carr. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
A give. This is Kamara. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Geno now to throw. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Dancing to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he returns this to the 22. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Saints 1st down.
On play action, now Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The pass caught by Olave. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40.
1st down, Saints.
To throw is Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
32-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. On play action, it's Carr. And Wilson with it, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Carr. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Carr again. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now Carr, gotta have have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that break.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. They go with White on the counter. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They stay on the ground with White. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Throwing now, Smith. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down by 12. 1:35 to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Throwing his Carr. He's got Johnson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Carr's throw complete there to Perry. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Carr to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now Carr. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Buccaneers, they get a critical 10th win on the year with one game left to go. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a scene go. Everything I wrote.